So what I wanted you to understand was how those holes are created. And those holes are created when we accept something that somebody has told us and we internalize it. And if we internalize something positive, we become stronger. When we internalize something negative, we become weaker. Okay? So that's the first thing. And yes, all of us have a lot of holes. The way you plug the holes is by adopting new beliefs that are empowering. Every time you do a 4-step process or a fire drill, you're plugging those holes. Because you're taking your attention away from those things. And by taking your attention away from those things, they are no longer active in your life. Okay? So that's how we plug the holes. It's a slow process, but as you start adopting new beliefs, and we're going to look at some of those new beliefs today that I would like you to adopt. When you adopt those new beliefs, and you practice them enough, they become so powerful, their momentum becomes so high that your old beliefs no longer matter. Let me give you an analogy that I use a lot. So first of all, if you want to read up more on this whole concept of how we have holes in our makeup, then go to my website, ZMAHOON.com, and download the free book, Why Me, if you don't already have it. And in that free book, there is an explanation for how that comes about. We are moving to the next step now, and I want to share an analogy that I hope you will find helpful in understanding what to do. And that is, let's say that there are 2 cars, and you own both the cars, and you're racing both the cars. One of them is red, and the other one is blue. The red car represents your past life and your past beliefs, and the blue car represents what you want your life to be and your now and future reality. So, now imagine that the fuel that you put in this car is your belief. Your beliefs are the fuel that fuel this car. The more you think a thought, you are fueling the red car with negative thoughts. You're fueling the blue car with your positive thoughts. The more fuel you put in either one of the cars, it's going to make that car go faster than the other one. Simple. More fuel you put in it, the faster it goes. So, if you start putting more fuel in the blue car, less fuel in the red car, eventually the red car is going to get left behind, because the blue car will have so much more momentum that it's going to win that race. But in the interim, what happens is, because we are learning a new habit, sometimes the red car goes faster, sometimes the blue car goes faster. And it's like this, the race is even. The race is even until you put so much more fuel in this blue car that there's no way the red car can catch up to it. So it gets left behind. Okay? Now, fueling the blue car takes work. And the work is being aware of how you're thinking your thoughts and going positive. That is why we did all the exercises that we did. To understand, first it starts with understanding what is a negative thought. Right? If you don't understand what is a negative thought, you might be thinking that you are fueling the blue car, whereas in reality, you're fueling the red one. And because you don't know any better, you just keep doing it. And that is exactly what we have been doing so far, which has resulted in a negative manifestation. Okay? We thought we were doing the right thing, but we weren't. because hanging on to a negative vibration is not the right thing. Hanging on to a negative vibration, as long as you're hanging on to it, you're fueling this red car and it's going faster and faster and faster. And the faster it goes, then you lose control and it ends up in a car wreck. Right? Whereas the blue car, when you keep fueling it with positive stuff, it goes so fast that it takes off. And it turns into an airplane. Right? So I want you to remember this. We have to stop fueling the red car and start fueling the blue one. Simple as that. And all it takes is being conscious. It has to be so important to you to change the way you think that you pay attention to what you're doing during your day. Right? Soon as you see that, so if you look at, and I've looked at many teachers who teach motivation and positive thought, why do all of them say that using the word but, eliminate the buts in your life, eliminate the don'ts in your life? Why do they say that? They don't explain it because they're not working with the emotional scale, but the reason is because as soon as you use those words, you're going downwards. You're fueling the red car. Because every time you try and defend your position, so he said this, but this is my position, you're defending your position. You are fueling the red car. Anytime you don't forgive, you are fueling the red car. When you let go the negative vibration, you start fueling the blue car. Because now, if you don't put fuel in a car, pretty soon it's going to come to a stop, right? We all know that. So that's what this is all about. In the end, all the work that we are doing together, that is what all of it is about. It's about creating enough acceleration in the blue car that the red car gets left behind so far that you don't even see it. It's not even a player anymore. Your life is going so well that you look around and you say, I appreciate this. Oh my God, this happened. Thank you. Love this, love this, love this, love you, love you, love you, love you. And you don't look back because the red car is so far behind you can't even see it anymore. Soon it'll become a little red spot in your rear view and then it will disappear. Because that's just how this vibration stuff works. But soon as you go towards the negative 6 thinking choices, out of the 6 thinking choices, you go towards the negative side of the spectrum, you'll start seeing that car in your rear view mirror again catching up on you. Okay? So remember before we took a break, we talked about the 3 strategies for shifting momentum. Those are actually 3 strategies that plug the holes. Those are the 3 strategies that shift your momentum and get you to fuel the blue car more than the red one. Can't handle a situation? Walk away. Take time, breathe. Right? Bring yourself up the emotional scale before you talk to anyone. If you need to make a decision, make it from a place on the emotional scale that is higher than a 5. And if you're not at 5, above a 5, postpone making that decision. Do some vibrational work. Because the thing that happens with these cars is, let's say you're in the blue car, but somebody throws a rock at your windscreen and you lose control. Well, when you lose control, you can't fix the windshield at that time. You can't go running after that person at that time. At that time, you have to put all your energy and focus into bringing that car to a stop so that you can fix it. Right? You got to regain control. And if you're not regaining control, then don't act from that place, because it's not going to go well, right? But I promise you, once the blue car is going fast, nobody can catch you. Nobody's going to throw any stones at you, because you're just going to be flying so high. You will create your own life, your own little bubble, and live in that bubble, and no one can get to you. Life does become magical at that place. Okay, so